Hey there, good morning. I'm John. Today is Thursday, October 4th, 2023. Welcome to the next entry in my daily vlog. Ever since I was laid off many months ago, I decided to try to make content creation sustainable, and that's why I'm here every morning talking about it, because that's my current job. So this is kind of my daily stand-up. Let's start by talking about yesterday. So yesterday, you'll recall my intent was to complete that next long-form video, which was expansion of the Atari Game Station Pro. And I successfully did that. It was an all-day kind of, you know what? Actually, since it was all shot, I will say that it didn't take all day. I actually didn't have to work late on that, thankfully. I think I got it out about 4 o'clock, but it was a full day of editing. I think I estimated it had about 4 hours of editing, and it probably was about five and a half-ish, because there's so many, the difficulty in editing, like you can almost calculate what are the number of cuts. That's pretty much it. The more cuts you have, the more time things are going to take. Like, for example, this vlog has no cuts. It takes roughly 3 times the duration of the video. If I have a 10-minute vlog in the morning, it takes about 30 minutes to get it done, right? And that's shooting and everything, really, ish. But like this long-form video, of course, any long-form video, the more complicated. That's why the tiers talking about all the different games and rating them, that's why that takes so long to edit. Not only do you have to do the research and play the games and learn, but there's so many cuts. There's me, and then there's the cut to the game, and then there's a couple edits within the game, and there's a cut to the ranking, and then there's a cut back to me, and there's all those, cuts. But think about like a review of a product where I talk, we go to the table, there's a few cuts while I look at it on the table, and I come back to me. So the more literal shot changes there are, that kind of amplifies and magnifies the volume of time it takes. All that being said, I did get that video out. Did you tune in for a lesson on how long it takes to edit a video? No, I'm sorry. That video got out. I don't know why I'm beating around the bush to talk about this good news. This video is doing incredibly well. This is the payoff of laying down, sowing seeds, waiting to see what sprouts, and harvesting that crop. Because when I did the review of the Game Station Pro, look, I assumed people would want to know I would assume they would want to know how to upgrade it with SD card. I could do that in a post, right? Just a text. I could say, just do this, and then there'd be a million questions or whatever. But what I did was, in the video, I said, if you want to hear about that, let me know down in the comments. And the avalanche of comments in that video and every video between then and when I released the update was people asking, when am I going to do that? And so that told me, that video is a high demand for it, especially among people who already watch me. So spend the extra time to make it a good, valuable video. That's kind of, it sounds like sometimes I don't do good, valuable videos. There's certainly amount of effort you can put into a video. You can never be done with a video. You can keep adding details and adding flourishes and adding graphics and adding things. But when it comes down to, what kind of value do I think this video is going to have, I decide how much work to put into it. I always put in more work than it probably deserves, but sometimes I put in even more than I think it should because anyway, the point is, I saw the demand for this video. I decided to put a couple extra days into it. And did I mention it's doing well? I'm taking forever to tell you this video is doing well. Right now, it's about, has it been, I don't know how many hours, it's been like 16 hours, not even a full day. Over 7,500 views already. Yay, that's great. That's our number 2 performing video of the most recent 10 or so, in terms of velocity. It's still doing well this morning. So that video has done incredibly well. I have some changes in the offing for what I'm doing next, which we'll talk about in a minute. The last order of business yesterday was recorded with Will and Kat for 1980s Now last night, and that episode will come out on Monday, I think. So that video doing well yesterday, you can imagine stats did well yesterday, and you're right. So in addition to obviously getting well over 10,000 views yesterday because one video got 7,000, velocity is up, and because that video is doing well, the traffic on related videos, the initial review and things like that, that gets an extra boost. I love how that works when you connect them properly and link up all the meta tags. So we did cross another milestone because yesterday was nearly 1 million new subscribers. 1 million! Jesus. A million? Oh, I lost my mind for a second. It was experiment over. I just made 1 million. Over 100 subscribers yesterday. Pulled us up to 38.5 and almost 38.6. I think it's like 25 left to get. We'll probably get that later today. Wow, 1 million subscribers. Yeah, wake up, John. So stats-wise, that video, of course, bolstered our stats. So this is the most ridiculous vlog episode. I should start over. I'm not going to do it. I don't do that. This is a vlog. This is not a production. You see, you just get the raw, unfiltered me. Am I loopy this morning? Did I have sleep? I don't know. Let's talk about today. I had a plan for today, but we have a supporter and advertiser who reached out to us that has some other things he would like us to do, a paid gig. So we kind of shifted gears. We talked with him yesterday and we have some plans. I'm still waiting for some materials to get that out. I think it's a worthy cause and something we want to work with. I was going to work on the new Pac-Man handheld and do a comparison between that and the original one that came out a couple years ago. I still plan on doing that shortly. In fact, if I'm still waiting on materials, I might start working on that while I wait for materials. We'll see. The question marks are still flying everywhere on that, but hopefully we can get that underway because I think it's a worthy cause and something I do want to help them out with. But if I don't get materials, there's a ticking clock. So I have that to work on. Also, remember, today is new podcast day. The new episode dropped. If you visited us doing the live stream on Tuesday, or even if you didn't, new episode is out today. You can listen to right now. And it's on our website or anywhere you listen to podcasts. It's a good episode. I mean, they're all good, but I remember listening to this one during the edit and got a lot of good laughs out of it. So it's not intended to be a comedy podcast. You get together, you cut up with friends. That's always how it turns out. Yeah, so what a crazy rambling vlog this has been already. I don't have any other specific topics outside of just to mention to you that George is doing a lot of heavy lifting over on the marketing side. We had a call with Mint Mobile about their offer, what they had for us. We had this advertiser that reached out to us, which I told you about. And then Friday we have another call with Atari just to talk about our next live stream and things we can help with. And so it's funny, as big a company as they are, they've been one of the most responsive in terms of a partnership. When you reach out to them, they're like, bam, right back, It just makes me even happier that the way Atari is gradually pulling itself up out of the ashes under Wade Rosen, this is not an editorial about Atari, it's just to tell you that it's surprising that though we're not a big deal, that once they decided to they agreed to work with us, that we're not an afterthought. We're not a we'll get to you later kind of thing. They respond almost immediately or within a day or so and deliver on what we're asking big time. So isn't that encouraging? It just makes me even happier to be a fan of Atari right now in this day and age, knowing that how they're treating the people they're working with, and also working with them, knowing their attitude toward their customers and populace. So it seems to be a good company now. It's interesting peeking inside, and the outside I was already a fan of, and now I'm starting to enjoy the inside, working with the people there too. So pretty cool. I think that's it. If I start another topic, I'll ramble for another 20 minutes about nothing of interest to anybody, including me, probably. Let me go ahead and get after it today. I have plenty to do. Oh, also, today I'm having lunch with a GenXGrownUp follower, someone who I met strictly through. This is like only the second time somebody will come through, the town where I live, and they'll go, "Hey, I know where you live. I'm in town. Do you want to get together?" And so I'm going to meet up with another friend who I've gotten close with and met just through GenXGrownUp, which is really cool. I don't know. I could ramble on that forever, but I just think it's cool that people relate to us well enough that they would like to meet up and have a bite, which I think is really cool. And it's immensely flattering to me that anybody likes the stuff that I'm doing enough to care about the person, not just the information. So that's really awesome. So if you're watching, Joe, I'll see you later on today. Anyway, let me get after it. Thank you for stopping in for today's crazy vlog. I hope please do something good for yourself today if you have at all an opportunity to do it. If you're here every day, love you for that. I've done this all backwards. See how today's is? I have no idea. Hey, I'll talk to you next day. I'm getting out of here. Bye-bye.